This is Ultra Izzy.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to quickly touch on a story that I heard today that I thought was kind of funny. So this story's coming from the Western Journal, and it turns out that the Washington Commanders football team, Daniel Snyder, who is not the most popular owner in the NFL, by the way. He's been accused of a few things in his career, I guess, of owning the team. Multiple wrongdoings, as they said in the story. Workplace misconduct and sexual harassment were a couple of the things he's been accused of. So the other owners in the NFL just aren't a big fan of his, and they've been trying to get him to sell the team because of those things. So apparently he has been thinking about it. Again, if you guys don't know Daniel Snyder, and just obviously the older guys in the audience know that the Washington Commanders used to be the Washington Redskins, and it was the decision of Snyder to actually change the name because he's just gone woke. I could probably make a whole other video on that later on, but I will briefly say that for those who don't know, the Washington Redskins logo and the name was approved by Native Americans in the past, and the actual Native American that was on the helmet of the Redskins helmet was actually posed. It was a real Native American. He posed for the picture, and it was painted. And so, anyway, so there was a lot of backlash for that. So that was just another thing you can add to Snyder's list of things that he did. But yeah, so apparently he's looking to sell the team. He was asking about $6 billion for the team, and apparently he wasn't getting very many offers of what he wanted. I want to say that it was reported that he received $5.5 billion. That was the highest offer that he got, which again, it's there's not a lot you can't buy with $6 billion versus $5.5 billion, but I don't think he really wants to sell it anyway. I think he probably just wants to show the NFL that he's trying to sell it. And so, but he doesn't have to take that, right? And for some reason, someone can't come up with the other half of the money, or the other half a billion. The funniest thing about the story was that Jeff Bezos, so the owner of Amazon, if you guys don't know who Jeff Bezos is, he's the owner of Amazon, and he apparently was a bidder to buy the team. And if you guys don't know, Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post. And if you guys don't know, the Washington Post, far left online magazine. If not, they probably have real papers. I don't know. I always see their stuff online. But they're far left. They just they push a lot of propaganda. They like to smear the right a lot, and they just outright lie about a lot of things. They report a lot of fake news. I'm not a fan of theirs. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys out there are not either. But apparently Jeff Bezos was trying to buy the Washington Commanders, and here's the best part: is that they told him no. And the reason why is also probably one of the best parts. So the reason why they told Jeff Bezos that he could not purchase the Washington Commanders was because all the stories of misconduct and sexual harassment and all these things that were going against Snyder, the current owner, they were all written up in the Washington Post. So, I guess you can say that Daniel Snyder was being a little bit petty because but I gotta be honest with you, if it was my team and the buyer, one of the buyers or bidders, I guess I should say, was the reason why these stories were being spread around, like this negative press about me, yeah, I wouldn't want to sell him the team either. And you could say that it's pettiness. You could say that it's high school drama. But I think that actually, honestly, they're both wokeists, right? They're both woke. They're both on the left. They're both probably spread propaganda in their own private lives and whatnot. And it sounds like Daniel Snyder's not very good of a guy anyway. But either way, like, I think he's right not to sell it. I have more reasons for that here in a second, but I think that he's not wrong for not selling him. I mean, why would he sell some guy that slandered him, right? Slandered his name and slandered his job or his ownership of the team to millions of people in the United States, So I'm not mad at Snyder for actually doing that. I think it's really funny because they're both on the left and they're both kind of going at it after each other. So it's pretty funny. But I got to be honest with you. The NFL is already woke enough. We see all the woke helmets. We see all the in the past we've seen the kneeling. Now, don't get me wrong, it's gotten better. But as we all know, whenever Kaepernick was in there doing his thing, like it drove the viewership down. It really divided the people. It's toned down some, but honestly, in the Super Bowl we had the Black National Anthem. I made a whole video on that. We have the woke helmets. We have the Black Lives Matter insignia all over the field. Like, and not to mention that whenever we had the 6 Dallas cops that were shot in Dallas back in 2016, I believe, the Dallas Cowboys, my team, wanted to put some insignia on their hat that was remembering the 6 officers, I believe it was 6, that got killed in Dallas, and the NFL wouldn't let them do it, right? So the NFL, you can't praise police and back the blue, but the NFL can do Black Lives Matter and put all these woke messages on helmets all over the field. Black National Anthem, it's again, the NFL is already woke enough. If Jeff Bezos owned an NFL team and he was part of their boards and all these meetings or whatever you want to call them, it would have just gotten worse. So it's literally probably one of the best things that could have happened. Now, I don't know who Snyder's going to sell the team to. He could easily sell to somebody worse or just as left as Bezos. But as of now, it's a good thing that Jeff Bezos did not buy this team because honestly, the NFL is doing okay. I did read a comment somewhere where someone said that they're making like record profit and it's only going higher, and that's great. Okay, great for the NFL. I guess the woke messages they have right now aren't as bad as they've had in the past, so people aren't as upset. But I will say, if the NFL keeps it up, and if it gets worse, the people are just going to pull back. And they're not. Trust me, we are the silent majority. They found out whenever Kaepernick was pulling his stunts. They found out when people stopped watching and they started losing profits and viewership. But right now, I think that listen, hey, if people want to, protest or do whatever, as long as it's respectful, it's not over the top, that's great. Like that's fine. That's your right. It's your constitutional right to protest. But when it's separating people and it's literally turning people against each other, that's when I have a problem with it. And the NFL was really bad at it earlier on, and they've since then kind of toned it down. I know the NBA, they toned it down quite a bit. I think his name is Adam Silver. He made a conscious decision to tone down all the woke stuff because it really was driving viewership away, and I think they were losing money as well. But yeah, and I gotta be honest with you, I love when the lefts attacks each other. It's usually left versus right, progressive liberals versus conservatives. But in this case, it's two leftists who just don't like each other, and it's fantastic. It's I love to see it. So it's not a bad thing that this happened. Again, in the long run, this will benefit the NFL. I would love an owner to buy the team and bring back the Redskins name. I don't. Again, with the whole story that it was approved by Native Americans, I just think that you should bring it back. I mean, there's another story that came out recently of a minor league baseball team, I believe, and they were the Indians, and they refused to change their name, and they got permission from the Native Americans in their land, and they paid homage to them and whatnot, and they refused to to bend the knee. So I thought that was great. Again, that's another video probably for another day. But yes, guys, what do you guys think about this story? Do you guys think that Daniel Snyder made the right decision by not selling his team to Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon? Obviously, it wasn't for the same reasons that I wouldn't want to sell it to him. But hey, it's fine. It worked out in the long run for everyone, in my opinion, anyway. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that Daniel Snyder was being petty? Or do you think he made the right decision? Let me know your thoughts on this story down in the comments below. Love to hear what you guys think about this one, guys. But again, thank you guys so much for watching this video and subscribing, liking the video, and turning on those notifications, the whole bit. You guys, I really want to get these videos and these messages out to people. So if you can share them, please do. If you can just hit the like button, please do. Apparently the dislike button does the same thing. So I guess if you want to dislike it, you can do that as well, guys. But thanks again for subscribing, and to all my new subscribers, again, thank you. Please follow me on Twitter, Ultra Izzy. And like I always say, stay fearless, stay free. And I'll see you guys on the next one.